You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all if it's what you want.
When the final chapter reaches its epic conclusion, the next step is to welcome the dawn of a new day. Championships will be decided. New rivalries are almost guaranteed to kick off. One of the most prestigious tag team tournaments in professional wrestling history returns after a 30-year absence, and much, much more. This is the Events Center, and I'm Brett Wolverton. Premier Wrestling Experience brings you Dawn of a New Day on Sunday, June 24th from Cabarrus Arena in Concord, North Carolina. Doors open at 2 p.m. and the new day dawns at 3. The revolutionary Darius Lockhart was scheduled to face Premier Wrestling Experience Innovative Television Champion, the Crown Jewel Chase Owens, for the title in May at the final chapter. However, the match did not take place due to Owens' commitments with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Since winning the title, Owens has found various loopholes to avoid facing former champion Lockhart. A few weeks ago, Darius Lockhart issued another challenge to Owens, and it wasn't until our PWX broadcast partner Kevin Kelly confronted Owens in Korakuen Hall in Japan that the challenge was accepted. Let's take a look.
But I want to talk to you about PWX. Congratulations! ITV champ!
Was there any doubt?
Well, you didn't exactly beat the champ to win the title.
Beat 3 men.
I think you beat one. And it wasn't Darius Lockhart. Speaking of Darius, have you heard, or have you had no contact with the outside world since you've been here in Japan this whole time? Have you heard that Darius has issued a challenge to you? He wants a rematch one-on-one against you for June 24th.
Darius Lockhart wants a rematch.
Yeah, pretty strongly worded challenge. I just want to ask you this.
June 24th.
Yes. If you are scared, please by all means say you're scared.
Scared?
I'm just asking the questions.
Scared.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, did you not remember the match you just said I was in tonight?
Yes, sir.
3 of the very best wrestlers in the world. You think I'm worried about Darius Lockhart? Darius, you want a rematch? You want a shot at the PWX ITV title? See you June 24th. You're on.
There you have it, folks. Signed, sealed, and delivered. We'll see everybody June 24th.
Will Lockhart be able to dethrone the crown jewel and win his 3rd ITV title in less than a year, or will Owens continue on as Innovative Television Champion? We'll find out on June 24th. The rivalry between former tag team partners White Mike and the Man Scout Jake Manning has been well documented. The Man Scout earned a victory over Effie at the final chapter, but made it known that he is far from finished with White Mike, going so far as to question Mike's past victories, along with the rules and regulations of Premier Wrestling Experience.
Oh, where could it be? I can't find you anywhere. I can't find the PWX rulebook. See, I figured it was in the men's restroom because it was full of That's right, I said it. Apparently, in the PWX rulebook, a man can pin another man for the count of 3, and the guy doing the pinning, he's the loser. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of playing by everybody else's rules. So White Mike, that's why I'm challenging you. I am challenging you, White Mike, to a Scouts rules match. That's right. And I got the rule book right here, and I've read it cover to cover. And you're in trouble, buddy. So if you're man enough, if you want my respect, abide by my rule book. It's clean, it's fair, and you'll be in trouble. And that's a promise, Scouts. Honor.
It's now official. The Man Scout Jake Manning will take on White Mike one more time, this time in a Scouts rules match. Now, nobody seems to know exactly what the Scouts rules are, and the Man Scout isn't talking. I guess we'll have to find out on June 24th.
Charlotte, North Carolina. A city with a rich history of professional wrestling. At the foundation of that history is Jim Crockett Promotions. To honor the past and showcase the future, Premier Wrestling Experience and the Crockett Foundation present the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. Beginning June 24th.
8 of the top tag teams from across the United States will compete in the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament, being held by Premier Wrestling Experience in association with the Crockett Foundation. 2 first-round matches will take place on June 24th at Dawn of a New Day, with the other 2 opening round matches to take place at Too Close for Comfort 2 in July at Hebron Hall. The semifinals of the tournament will take place on Sunday, August 19th, with the finals of the 2018 Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament to be held on Sunday, August 26th. In the first round action at Dawn of a New Day, PWX Tag Team Champions the Ugly Ducklings team of Off Kilter, Rob Killjoy, and Lance Lude will take on the ringleader Nick Iggy and the dog-faced gargoyle Kerry Awful, the Carnies. As PWX Tag Team Champions, one must think that the Ugly Ducklings are an early favorite to take the entire Crockett Cup. However, the Ducklings cannot take the Carnies lightly. The Carnies return to PWX after a year-long absence and look to advance their way through the tournament after making a name for themselves all over the independent scene. In other opening round action at Dawn of a New Day, Corey Hollis's Country Jacked will take on Tough Guy Inc. Brutal Bob and Tough Tim return as a team for the first time since Battlefield X. And though we've seen Bob Evans more at the announce desk for recent PWX events, he is one of the most well-traveled on the PWX roster and has over 20 years in our great sport. His tag team partner Tough Tim earned a spot in the 2018 Battlefield X match and impressed officials with his performance. Since joining forces in PWX, Gunnar Miller and Brady Pierce have been on a tear and seem to be unstoppable. Rumors, however, have been circulating regarding the condition of Gunnar Miller and, more importantly, the future of Corey Hollis's Country Jacked. Miller posted on his personal Facebook account that he would be undergoing knee surgery due to an injury sustained in the brawl with the Ugly Ducklings at the final chapter. Will Brady Pierce be allowed to compete by himself in the Crockett Cup? Will he select a new tag team partner? Hopefully these questions will be answered on June 24th. As I first brought to you in the Final Chapter Events Center, due to signing with NXT, 2018 Opportunity Knocks winner Martin Stone, now known to NXT fans as Danny Burch, has had to relinquish his Opportunity Knocks contract. Once again, we wish Danny Burch nothing but the best with his run in NXT. PWX officials have reached a decision. I'm proud to announce that on Sunday, August 19th, a second Opportunity Knocks ladder match will take place. Throughout June and July, there will be a series of qualifying matches to determine which 6 individuals will vie for the Opportunity Knocks contract. The contract is a guaranteed shot at any PWX championship at any time for up to 365 days. At Dawn of a New Day, there will be a one-fall fatal 4-way shootout to determine one of those entrants, featuring Tracer X, Jason Cade, classless Mason Miles, and a mystery entrant. At the final chapter, Tracer X was 1 foot away from becoming the next PWX World Heavyweight Champion, taking Ethan Case to the limit. The change in attitude in Jason Cade since joining the Syndicate was never more clear than at the conclusion of PWX Pure 2, when he, along with the entire Syndicate, destroyed the PWX Pure roster. Cade has appeared in the Opportunity Knocks ladder match before, and this could be his chance to answer the call as Opportunity is knocking at his door. While on the subject of PWX Pure, classless Mason Miles has also been a standout of the Pure division. Earlier this year, Mason Miles used his classless ways to earn a spot in the first Battlefield X match. By virtue of those successes, has been given the opportunity to show Concord, North Carolina, just how classless Mason Miles can be. Speculation is running rampant over who the 4th entrant will be into the Opportunity Knocks Fatal 4-Way. Could it be a returning superstar? Someone making their PWX debut? Who knows? Find out who will fill the final slot on June 24th. Going into this qualifying match at Dawn of a New Day, the 4 superstars looking to earn their own spot into the Opportunity Knocks ladder match will know the identity of at least one of their opponents, as the night before Dawn of a New Day at PWX Pure 3, top-tier talent Drew Adler will battle the Southern Savior John Schuyler, with the winner earning a spot in the Opportunity Knocks ladder match. Adler was within reach of the Opportunity Knocks contract at Rise of a Champion 13, while Schuyler looks to compete in his very first Opportunity Knocks ladder match. Speaking of the top prospect, in a rematch from the 2017 Ring of Honor Top Prospect Tournament, the Southern Savior John Schuyler, regardless of the outcome of his match with Adler the night before, will take on the man that he faced in the semifinals of the Top Prospect Tournament in Kurt Stallion. The last time these two met, it took place in the historic Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. If their first meeting is any indication of what to expect at dawn of a new day, this one could steal the show on June 24th. One must wonder going into not only PWX Pure 3 against Drew Adler, but also at dawn of a new day against Kurt Stallion, just what the condition of the Southern Savior John Schuyler is. Before we take a look at some of the carnage of the Steel Cage I Quit match from the final chapter, I want to warn our viewers that these images are graphic and may be disturbing to some viewers. For over 30 minutes, John Schuyler and Corey Hollis tore into one another inside the steel cage, with the objective to make the other say, "I quit." At times, the cage wasn't enough to hold these two as they fought out onto the floor and around the ringside area. The ring was torn apart, and in the end, with Katie Sparks encouraging Schuyler on, Corey Hollis was forced to say the words, "I quit." The final chapter was a life-changing event for all involved, and we'll see in Concord just how much damage the steel cage I Quit match did to the Southern Savior. Since the final chapter, we've been trying to get updates on the condition of Corey Hollis. We've tried contacting him personally with no response. The status of Hollis is unknown at this time, and preliminary reports are saying that the damage done to Corey Hollis's left eye could be permanent.
Hey guys, Ethan Case here, just casually sitting outside with my belt over my shoulder, self-shooting a video because, wrestling, it's what we do now. I'm just kidding, I can't do that. Belt's really heavy. But I did have something I want to talk to you guys about. The show coming up June 24th at Cabarrus Arena. It was supposed to be the night of opportunity, and it's something that I've really believed in since becoming PWX Heavyweight Champion. Unfortunately, Martin is no longer with us, and this show is supposed to be the time where the Opportunity Knox contract comes into play. So, since we don't actually have a set number one contender right now,
OVE, Ohio versus everything.
It's the Draw versus Mr. PWX in the main event of Dawn of a New Day when Ethan Case defends the PWX World Heavyweight title against the Callahan Death Machine, Sami Callihan. In recent months, Sami Callihan has become one of professional wrestling's most controversial figures. Is he coming back to PWX to win his second world title, or is he looking to cause destruction as he has everywhere else he has appeared? Since winning the title, Ethan Case has agreed to face all comers to prove that he is a fighting champion and Mr. PWX. These two met in the semifinals of the 2016 X16 tournament in a lighthearted, competitive match. However, 2 years later, the Sami Callihan in that match is very different than the Sami Callihan we see in the ring today. This should be a hard-fought match for the PWX World Heavyweight title and is one I know I'm anxious to see on June 24th. With the final chapter closed, PWX Superstars will turn the first page of a new chapter at the dawn of a new day. We hope you will join us to help kick off a huge summer for PWX with a second Opportunity Knox ladder match on the horizon, the return of the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament, the rise of PWX Pure, championship matches galore, lots of comings and goings, and many more surprises. There has never been more buzz surrounding Premier Wrestling Experience than right now in 2018. For the Events Center, I'm Brett Wolverton.